Okay, so there's not too many things you can't find on YouTube, but the one thing I could not find was how to replace my macerator pump on a 2003 Boston Whaler Outrage, a 240 Outrage. So I figure I've never made a YouTube video before, but this one's worth it because I couldn't find one. So first thing to learn is that this macerator pump is for the port side fish well or fish box, and in order to get at it, you need to open up this stern access panel. And so the first question is, how do you get in there? It's just a little lift off. You gotta turn it. I actually used some WD-40 to loosen it up, and then that worked pretty well because it was in there pretty solid. And then just kept turning it, and there's a little pry spot right here. Just use a knife and protect your gel coat and kind of lift it up. That worked pretty good. And then there's just 4 screws that hold it on right there on the side. This one, of course, only had, I think, 2 screws on it. Somebody couldn't get to the bottom one, so they decided they didn't want to do it. That's typical. But so now we're gonna just replace the hoses. I had already loosened up the hoses before I undid the screws on the side, and I'm hoping that they just come right off. So, and I got a new macerator pump here. I'm gonna check to see that the orientation of the pipes are in the same, but I think they will be. And if they are, I should be done in about 10 minutes. So I got that out, and yeah, getting that end off, this end was kind of hard, but I put a little bit of tube lube on it, and that helped, and then was able to pull it off, but it was on there pretty good. So now we're looking at the hose like that, and I gotta get the wires set up to be connected, and then we should be in business. Okay, so we made progress. I got it back on, a little bit lower on the clamp this time because it looked like it was split, and I wanted to make sure I was beyond the split. So, but there was a good neck on that, so pretty sure I'm still on the flat part. That should be good. I'll test it later. And then I got the bottom one in. It's seated on the left, so that should be good. And now I'm going to do the wires. This is the connection here from the fuse. And then this is going to be here, and I've got some joiners here. There's 2 blue ones. It should work out pretty good. I'm gonna put those on now. All right, I'm back, and now we've got some good joints. I stripped them out. I did clean the wires coming from the fuse box because those were a little bit corroded, so I sprayed some cleaner on it. Make sure they were good, and I scraped them with the cutter too. So with the little cutter, I kind of put it into the grooves and cut up and scrape it so it's nice and clean. Just good copper showing. All right, I'm gonna test it. All right, so let's see if we hear it. That is what we want to hear. This is the other side. That means it's working. Success. And then just put it back together, and I'll throw some water in it, give it one last test, make sure there's no leaks on the pipes. Okay guys, I'm back, and I finished it up. I got the electrical connections, everything's connected up. Looks good. It's pretty much dry in there. So let's give it a test. Filled up the fish box with water. And see how it works. Turn on the port side switch. Oh yeah, that sounds good. Look at that now. That's how it's supposed to come out. Sounds nice. Put the cover back on. Call this one done. That is awesome. I did the same thing for the other side, just to, you'll see actually this side is loud now in comparison. Close these up. You gotta be careful with these boxes. Let's do this. Here's the other side. You can see it's stronger. It's got less distance to go too, but it's definitely stronger. It'll probably be replaced on the starboard side next year or the year after, something like that. But awesome, all done. Hope it helps.